Hello class, we are in our final week. Yay, you have made it essentially. I just want to go ahead and post one final video about the Comprehensive Classroom Technology Plan. At this point, you should know about the Tech Plan template that was in your individual forum. It was the very first message I ever posted to you, and there was an attached folder. There were a bunch of helpful guidelines, writing help, many things, in fact, a plethora to help you be successful, and the tech plan was in that very first attached folder in that IF message. So hopefully you've been using that. You should also know that you are to read my feedback in the feedback box and then also on your actual document, all right? So I'm just wanting to go over this really quickly. Here, all right. As far as submitting to LoudCloud for your benchmark, your final week, of course you're going to do that. You're going to go ahead and submit there. And then you also need to submit in LoudCloud. Remember that, or excuse me, in TaskStream, I apologize. TaskStream is essentially your online portfolio. It is where you will show future administrators, principals, other teachers, hopefully keep adding yourself as you build lessons and ideas and creative ways of thinking, technology-based, diversity-based, classroom management styles, and you get to, I guess really it's your bragging rights. Okay, so each education course you will have an assignment, generally just one, that is of an overall emphasis and importance, and you will be instructed to put that into TaskStream. Okay, TaskStream, if you do not submit, it's 20% off in LoudCloud. If you don't submit to LoudCloud, however, it's a zero. So I just want to go over a few things. There is currently, in the announcements I posted, just a bunch of reminders. And since you should pretty much know what's going on at this point, as it's the final week of class, I did not post an overall example with the announcements, as it really is something that you should be familiar with. However, there has always been an example, a completed finished version in the instructor add-ons. I really wanted you to go there this entire time. A lot of other professors use this. I've already left many important guidelines, structures, helpful classroom websites, and all other sorts of material for you there. So one more time, if you do want to see a version, because it will have the reflection essay for this week, this week 7 is also including our reflection essay. I did allow you to use first person. If you can still stay in that academic third person style like my example, I would naturally prefer that. However, reflection does mean something that you take and fill on your own. So I feel it's only fair to say that you can use first person, even though I really want you to stay in that academic third person, but it's really your call, all right? So here we are. Again, mine might be a little bit different. These bars, you really just got to get used to using all of them and playing with them. And again, mine's going to be a little bit different. So resources, then you're going to hit this course materials button, then add-ons. Okay, and then you'll see instructor add-ons. For you, I believe you have to scroll down to the bottom and it's on the left. So again, for you, resources, course material, add-ons, and then instructor add-ons. Right here, completed tech plan. All right, let's pull this up. And here we go. So again, I have our title page. This is what I want to stress. So many of you at the beginning were confused. Since then it's been resolved, but there are still a few of you struggling and having issues with this. And I've left examples, and I had my prior video, so for those of you who want to fast forward through this part, that's just fine. This is the very first overall heading on your plan, Comprehensive Classroom Technology. This is your rationale. Why have a tech plan? In academic third person. All right, that's what needs to be here. There is citation here to prove your point. Again, this first section, I did say during week 2 that I do not require citation in this first section. All of this with mission and vision. I prefer it. I like it. I think it looks better. I think administrators will like it, but it's not a requirement. So if you would like to, it's very impressive, but again, you don't have to. So this is your rationale. If you want to just go ahead and look over this, read this in the instructor add-ons, then you're welcome to. And then again, another problem with some students, not all, was the overall, basically same thing, rationale, introduction to the mission and vision. Why have one? Okay, and then you go into your mission and vision. Again, everything in third person. There's citations here. This is wonderful. This student, I actually have her again in another class, and she's magnificent. She just is impressive. She does everything correct, and it's really nice to see. Then, of course, we just go into all our sections, right? And remember, you have to have in-text citations supporting evidence. You can't simply say, oh, classroom websites are great and fun. Why? You have to, in academia, you have to support. And remember, if you are quoting word for word, you must use citations and you have to have a page number or a paragraph number. That has caused so many of you to lose drastic points because in academia's eyes, in my eyes, you are plagiarizing because you are still claiming it as your own without putting the page or paragraph number. If you simply want to paraphrase and use another's words, some of them, then you don't need to include that page number or that paragraph number. You only need the author's last name and the year. However, it really does look professional to have direct citations every now and again throughout. Okay, so you want to mix it up. So here it's just every section. She left my headers correctly. My title, my level 1 header right here. My level 2 off to the side. She's left everything the way it should be. Some of you are deleting and the wrong things, and that's not correct. Everything in text citations, headers looking fantastic. Very studious, very exciting. I'm happy to see this. And then finally, here is the reflection essay. Again, she chose to use academic third person. She was still able to get her point across of what she thought and felt, supporting with in-text citations, and it's in third person. But again, I cannot force that since it is really your own reflection. And here, references, remember, they are not bolded. It's APA, normal Times New Roman font, and no matter, even if you only have one reference, it's always going to be references. In this case, you should have a minimum of 3 to 5. I was hoping for more than that, but I did tell you a minimum of 3. Hopefully you have between 5 and 8. If you see all done in APA, that look at that hanging indent, all double spaced, looks perfect. Okay, so this is what yours is going to look like. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you great success in your future endeavors, and here at GCU, appreciate your time. Best of luck.